Kia Stonic 1.0 UK review, attack of the crossover clone. What's a Kia Stonic? It's Kia's attempt at a European-friendly small crossover. A rival to the aging Nissan Juke, brand new Hyundai Kona and well, about 11 billion other jacked up, tough-looking superminis with color contrast roofs, plastic wheel arches and less off-road ability than your dining table. Because they're supposed to evoke an outdoorsy lifestyle, but merely offer more space, a loftier seating position and gnarlier looks in a standard town car package. Check, check and check. Not quite. Oh, and all crossovers need a silly, marketing collective meets preschool name. Stonic is a cross between sporty and tonic, apparently. We decided to nickname it Stomach. Looks like the stomach. Sorry, Stonic has all of those boxes ticked. Kinda. It's taller than a Rio, sure. And more GRRR looking. But actually, unless you pump the seat way up high, you're eye level with VW Passat drivers. It doesn't feel at all tall or commanding. Not compared to, say, a Citroën C3 Aircross, which does a proper impression of an SUV, giving you a vista of a view ahead, and a pensioner-friendly step into, not lunge downward, when boarding the cabin. The Stonic slowly. Because it's sporty? It's faux sporty. All crossovers, in fact any tall car, from a Dacia Duster to a Range Rover, have a compromised ride because engineers have to fit tougher anti-roll bars to stop it falling over like a well-oiled student in Freshers Week when you arrive at a corner. Now, in a Duster, you don't care, because it's cheap and ace off-road. In a Range Rover, very expensive and clever suspension helps soothe the ride. In a cheap crossover, you're caught in the middle, with no off-road new or pricey suspension. So, they tend to be quite jiggly about town. Kia's chosen to mask this with a film of sportiness, allied to reasonably quick, light steering. But it hasn't worked. There's a tinny, rattly quality to the ride, which once you've noticed it, is impossible to ignore. All you can think as you rumble along is I bet a Kia Rio would have handled that speed bump, expansion joint, railway crossing / pothole / drain cover, dead hedgehog better. Sure, there's plenty of grip, the center of gravity feels far lower than the earlier mentioned Citroën, the gear shift is slick and you could almost kid yourself into thinking it's chuckable. But it's not actually a talented mover. And the 1.0-litre t-gdi turbo engine, good for a claimed 118 bhp, 172 pounds-feet and 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.9 seconds, feels more strangled than it does in other Kia applications. So the whole car's left feeling rather sluggish and uninteresting to tool around in. Does anyone buy a crossover to be interested in how it drives? No, but that's the crux of my point. The Stonic doesn't counter that with being taller, or massively roomy, or even moderately interesting to look at. The main visual interest comes from the clashing paint hues, really. Visibility is poor especially from the rear, and because the designers have demanded that the number plate lives on the bumper, not the tailgate, the boot door is small. So, you have a high sill to lift your cargo over, and that makes shopping or loading baby accessories a chore.